Other messengers, here I am myself. All you know me, the world.
Okay, we're gonna
knows my
stop
fame.
this, we're gonna slow it down. I want you to start
Where
over
are
again.
we?
This is big.
Yeah.
This has got to be big. It has to be slow. The word do not know.
Northfield, Vermont.
Okay.
Professor, his book's different than ours. I don't know.
Yeah, mine's different as well.
I don't know where we are.
Our book's that way.
I have a different book.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be in
You have a different book.
Crap. Listen, this where he starts.
You didn't say that.
Like my children, you are the
It's just a slightly different translation. You stick with your translation. We'll get through this. Go ahead and start. It's vaguely the same.
So slow it down.
Yeah.
Slow it down, yes.
It out.
And make it.
I want them to hear you come up on the hill.
Oh, my children, the new blood of the ancient thieves, why are you here? Huddling at my altar, praying before me. Your branches wound and walled. Our city rings with the smoke of burning incense, ring with cries of the healer, and waiting for the dead. I thought it was wrong, my children, to hear the truth from others, messengers. Here I am, myself. You all know me. The world knows my fame. I am Oedipus. Am I still going?
No, was it, where you stopped?
Helping it.
No, he's still going.
Oh, keep going.
Speak up, old man. Your years, your dignity, you should speak of the others. Why are you here and kneeling? What preys upon you so? Some sudden fear? Some strong desire? Can you trust me? I'm ready to help. I'll do anything. I would be blind to misery, not to pity my people kneeling at my feet.
Oh, Oedipus, king of the land, our greatest power, you see us before you now, men of all ages, clinging to your altars. Here are boys, still too weak to fly from the nest, and here are the old, bowed down with the years, the holy ones, a priest of Zeus myself, and here the picked, unmarried men, the young hope of thieves, and all the rest. Your great family gathers now, branches wreathed, massing in the squares, kneeling before the two temples of Queen Athena and the river shrine where the embers glow and die and Apollo sees the future in the ashes. Our city. Look around.
Our city. Start.
Our city.
Look around you. See with your own eyes. Our ship pitches wildly, cannot lift her head from the depths. The red waves of death. Thieves dying. Blight on the fresh crops and the rich pastures. Cattle sicken and die, and women die in labor. Children stillborn, and plague. The fiery god of fever hurls down on the
Okay,
city.
we're gonna go back here. Let's go back to the beginning of this. These are terrible things you're talking about.
Oh, no.
I want to hear
It's
some
hard to be in
passion
unison now.
and
Really hard to
gravity.
be
We're
in
just trying to
unison
get
and still
together.
making sense. My whole goal is to just say
So that's why we're gonna do it again. Let's just do it. Let's hear it.
Our city.
Look around you.
you.
See with your own eyes. Our ship pitches wildly, cannot lift her head from the depths.
The
Red waves of death. Thieves is dying. A blight on the fresh crops and the rich pastures. Cattle sicken and die. The women die in labor. Children stillborn. And the plague, the fiery god of fever, hurls down on the city.
His
Lightning slashes through us. Raging plague in all its vengeance, devastating a house of
Yes. A black death luxuriates
in the raw, wailing miseries of thieves. Now we pray to you.
You cannot
Not
eat
from
the
the
gods.
gods.
Your
Children
children
know that, bending at your altar, but we do not break you
first men.
our crisis of our lives and face-to-face encounters with the gods. You free us from the Sphinx. You came the thieves.
Well, let's go back to you. Free us from the Sphinx. What's the line right before that?
And face-to-face encounters with the gods.
Okay, well, let's just have, you do that one. You're gonna be the only one speaking here for a while.
In face-to-face encounters with the gods, you free us from the Sphinx. You
Hold
came
it
to-
up, hold it up, hold the book up.
Get
Get
big.
yourself
Get
standing.
big. Get big, just like Brian.
Big.
Go, noise.
You cannot equal the gods. Oh, you freed us from the Sphinx. You came to thieves and cut us loose from the bloody tribute we had paid that harsh, brutal singer. We taught you nothing, no skill, no extra knowledge. Still you triumphed. God was with you, so they say, and we believe it. You lifted up our lives. So now again, Oedipus, king, we bend to you. Your power we implore you, all of us on our knees. Find us strength, rescue. Perhaps you've heard the voice of God or something from other men. Oedipus, what do you know? The man of experience who see it every day, his plans are working for us. Is first of all. Act now, we beg you, best of men, raise up your city, act, defend yourself, your former glory. Your country calls your Savior now, for your zeal, your actions years ago. Nevertheless, a member of your reign. You hope to stand, only to fall once more. Oh, raise up our city, set us on our feet. The omens were good that day, you brought us joy. Be the same man today. Rule our land, you know you have the power, but rule a land of the living, not a wasteland. Ship and towered city are nothing. Ship with men alive within it, living all as one.
My children, I pity you. I see how I could fail to see what longs before you here. Well, I know you are sick to death, all you, but not as sick, but sick as you are. Not one as sick as I. Your pain strikes each of you alone, in each of the confines of himself. No other, but my spirit grieves for the city, for myself and all of you. I wasn't asleep dreaming. You haven't wakened me. I've went through the nights. You must know that groping and laboring over many paths of thought. After a painful search, I found one cure. I acted at once. I sent someone, my wife's own brother, to Delphi, Apollo the prophet's oracle, to learn what I might do or say to save our city. Today's the day. Where I could count the days gone by, it torments me. What is he doing? Strange. He's late. He has gone too long. He's been gone for too long. But once he returns, then I'll take to be a traitor. If I do not do all the gods makes clear. Go.
Okay, we're going to stop there. And I'm going to borrow this book from you and give you this one. Creon comes and he tells them that, getting ready for Tiresias, you're going to come up here, sir. Come on up. Okay. Creon tells him about the oracle at Delphi, that someone's murdered the king, and they have to avenge them. And what's happened is they've sent Tiresias, who is a seer. And where does it, Tiresias, the leader, okay, let's go with, that's going to be the priest. That's going to be you. Let me see if I can find the line. What are you doing down there?
Yeah.
Those things away. Okay, Tiresias is coming. There's the man who will convict him. It's your line. Yep. Stand. Yes.
All right. There's the man that will convict him. God prophet, led here at last. God gave him what he gave no one else, the truth. It's living in his mind.
Oh. What page is that on? I'm not.
Were you reading this? Well,
This book kind of like paraphrases.
There's the man.
You should have the same book
So
now.
right here?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry because, let's see where Tiresias is coming in. Here it is. Okay, you guys should be on the same page. With Tiresias, you are a master of the hidden word. Is that your line?
Tiresias, yes.
Okay, let's go.
Tiresias, you are the master of the hidden world. You can read the earth and the sky, and you know what knowledge to reveal, what to hide. Through your eyes, you can't see it. Your mind is well and aware of the plague that affects us. Against it, we have no savior or defense, but you, my Lord. If you haven't heard from the messengers, we have now Apollo's answer. To end this plague, we must root out Laos' killers. Find them and kill or banish them. Help us do this. Don't begrudge us what you divine from the birds' cries. Show us everything the prophecy has shown you. Save thieves. Save yourself. Save me. Wipe out what defiles us. Keep the poison out of the king's murder from poisoning the rest of us. We're in your hands. The best uses a man to weight his power to help the others.
The most terrible knowledge is the kind it pays no wise man to possess. I knew this, but I forgot it. I should never have come here.
What? You've come, what, with no stomach for this?
Let me go home. Your life will then be easier to bear, and so will mine.
It's neither lawful nor humane to go back into God's cruel guidance. I don't know. All cruel guidance from the city that raised you.
What you said has made matters worse. I won't let that happen to me.
For God's sake, you know us. You know something. Don't turn your back on us. We're on our knees.
You don't understand. If I spoke of my grief, it would be yours.
What did you say? You know and it won't help us? You would betray all of us and destroy Thebes?
I'll cause no grief to you or me. Why ask futile questions? You'll learn nothing.
So the traitor won't answer. You will engage a rock. Still won't speak? You are so thick-skinned, nothing touches you?
You blame your rage on me? When you don't see how she embraces you, this fury you live with? No, you blame me.
Who wouldn't be enraged? Your refusal to speak dishonor the city?
It will happen. My silence can't stop it.
If it must happen, you should tell me now.
I'd rather not. Rage at that, if you like, with all the savage fury in your heart.
That's right. I am angry enough to speak my mind. I think you helped plot the murder, did everything but kill him with your own hands. Had your eyes through, I would have said you were the killer.
That's your truth? Now hear mine. Honor the curse your own mouth spoke. From this day on, don't speak to me or to your people here. You are the plague. You poison your own land.
So, the appalling charge has been at last flushed out into the open. What makes you think you'll escape?
I have escaped. I foster truth, and truth guards me.
So, who taught you this truth? Not your prophet's trade.
You did, by forcing me to speak.
Speak what? Repeat it so I understand.
You missed what I said the first time? Are you provoking me to make it worse?
I heard you, but you make no sense. Try again.
You killed the man whose killer you now hunt.
The second time is even more outrageous. You'll wish you never said that word, a word.
Shall I feed your fury with more words?
Use any word you like. They will be wasted.
I say, you have been living unaware in the most hideous intimacy with your nearest and most loving kin, immersed in evil that you cannot see.
You think you can bleachly go into like this?
I can, if truth has any strength.
Oh, truth has strength, but you have none. You have blind eyes, blind ears, and a blind brain.
And you're
Okay, so he's blind. Who's really blind? Oedipus. Okay. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead here. Let's go to,
Jesus.
all right.
yes, duty.
Okay.
I'm seeing where it's going. No, it's that back.
I know, it's hot with those masks.
It smells funny.
Well, I'm sure it does. All right, we're gonna go, it's to 5:10, and I'm gonna need Jocasta. You may sit down, Teresias. All right.
All right.
One thing that's been happening is Jocasta, I'm not sure at this point how much she's caught on to or not, but what happens is they've just gotten word that Oedipus's father, in his adopted father, that he thinks is his father, is in, has died in Corinth. So let's go to Darling Jocasta, my loving wife, why did you ask me to come out? He's been inside. Okay, and who else has this same copy of the play?
Okay.
You do? Okay, you're going to be, I think, there, any parts that come in, you're going to speak them, all right? And you'll stand when it's time to speak.
Is this when I figure out
5'10".
I'm doing incest?
Pardon?
This is when I figure out this is,
You're getting close,
okay. This is close, right?
getting close. Okay. You got the line, darling
Yep.
wife? All right.
Darling Jocastus, my loving wife, why did you ask me to come out?
Listen to what this man has to say. See what it does to God's proud oracle.
Where is he from? What is his news?
From Corinth, your father Oedipus is no more. He's dead.
Say it, old man. I want to hear from your mouth.
If plain fact is what you want first, I have no doubt he is dead and gone.
Was it treason, or did he deceased bring his down?
A slight push tips an old man into stillness.
Then it was some sickness that killed him.
That and the long years he had lived.
Oh, yes, wife. Why should we scour Pythians, smoke, or fear birds shrieking overhead? It's signs that these have been telling the truth. I would have killed my father, but he is dead. He's safely in the ground, and here I am. Who didn't lift a spear? Or did he die for longing for me? Then it might have been what my killing him meant. This time, Playabos's death has dragged those worthless oracles down him to Hades.
Didn't I tell you that before?
You did, but I was still driven by fear.
Don't let these things worry you anymore.
Not to worry that I share my mother's bed.
Why should a human being live in fear? Chance rules our lives. Who has any sure knowledge of the future? It's been to take life as it comes. This marriage with your mother, don't fear it. In their very dreams, too, many men have slept with their mothers. Believe such things mean nothing will have an easier time in life.
A brave speech. I would like to believe it. But how can I live my mother's, if my mother is still living? Well, if she lives, I will live in fear, no matter how persuasive you are.
Your father's tomb shines a great light.
On him, yes, but I fear her. She's alive.
What woman do you fear?
I dread the oracle from the gods, stranger.
Would it be wrong for someone else to know it?
No, you may hear it. Apollo told me that it would become my mother's lover, and that I would have my father's blood on these hands. Because of that, I have gone near Corinth. So far, I've been very lucky, and yet there's no great pleasure. Then it looks on our parents in the eyes.
Did this oracle drive you in exile?
I did not want to kill my father, old man.
Then why haven't I put your fears to rest, King? I came here hoping to be useful.
I would give anything to feel free of fear.
I confess I came partly for that reason, to be rewarded when you come back home.
I will never live where my parents live.
My son, you can't possibly know what you're doing.
Why is that, old man? In God's name, tell me.
Is it because of them you won't go home?
I am afraid Apollo spoke the truth.
Afraid you do your parents unforgivable harm?
Exactly that, old man. I am in constant fear.
Your fear is groundless, do you understand?
How could it be groundless if I am their son?
Polybos was no relation to you.
What? Polyglos is not my father?
No more than I am, exactly the same.
How is the same? He fathered me and you didn't.
He didn't further you any more than I did.
Why did he say that when I was his son?
He took you from my hands as a gift.
He loved me so much, knowing I came from you.
He had no children, that moved him to love you.
And you, did you buy me, or did you find me somewhere?
I found you in the woodland hollows of Kithaeron.
Why were you wandering way out there?
I had charge of the sheep grazing those slopes.
A migrant hired to work for our flocks?
I saved your life that day, my son.
When you picked me up, was there something wrong with me?
Your ankles know, let them tell you.
Ah, why do you bring up that ancient wound?
Your ankles have been pinned, I set you free.
From birth, I carried the shame of those scars.
That was the luck that named you, Oedipus.
Oedipus means sore foot.
Did my mother or my father do this to me? Speak the truth for God's sake.
I don't know. The man who gave you me will know.
You took,
Okay, we'll stop there, because the other messenger is going to come in. Let me see here for a moment. He's going to find out. The leader has said, he's going to say, I believe he means that same herdsman you've already sent for. Your wife would be the best one to ask. Let's go to the top 513.
okay.
And it's you and